In Hypixel Skyblock, there are tons of different weapons that you can choose from, and while most of them are absolutely abysmal and nobody cares about them in any capacity, some of them, however, are actually pretty good, such as these ones up here. However, only a few of these weapons are truly considered to be the absolute best weapons in the entire game. For example, you got the Dark Claymore here. This is the single most damaging weapon in the entire game, dealing 500 damage and giving 100 strength. It's pretty good and is quite usable, and oh my god, it's only 200 million points. I don't know when that happened, but it is quite a powerful sword. Or perhaps everyone's favorite item, the Hyperion here, which is basically just the absolute epitome of murderous weapons, allowing you to teleport forward, deal a bunch of ability damage, as well as healing and providing damage resistance, and just like every other thing in the entire game. It's pretty good. However, there is another weapon, which many people also tend to enjoy, and that is the Terminator. Now, the Terminator is arguably one of the best weapons in the entire game, giving 310 damage, 50 strength, and 250 crit damage. It's pretty good. And if that wasn't good enough already, it shoots 3 arrows, so whatever you do in here is multiplied by 3. And for these reasons, it's arguably one of the most powerful weapons in the entire game, with plenty of different uses spanning dungeons, and Kudra, and even like Enderman Slayer somehow, with like exploding arrows, which is pretty impressive. So needless to say, I think it'd be a pretty cool item to have. And there are 2 major caveats to this weapon, however. Firstly, it divides your crit chance by 4, which is easily solvable with a couple of reforged tweaks and other various strategies. But the other thing is that it requires Ender Slayer 7, and well, you see, I don't have Ender Slayer 7 until today, because recently one of the best mares in the entire game has been elected, and that mare is Aatrox, with not 1 or 2, but all 3 of his fantastic perks, giving me 25% more Slayer XP for half the price, and an extra bonus of getting 20% more rare drops, which is pretty good. It's actually very good. So because I don't have an Ender Dragon pet, I haven't been doing as much Ender Slayer recently because, you know, it's kind of difficult to do without all that because I get massive carpal tunnel doing like 3-minute bosses. I've been off doing other things like Vampire Slayer and Spider Slayer, and I've also been fishing because it's December, so Jerry Island's open, so I'm getting a bunch of fishing XP going. However, when Aatrox becomes mare with all 3 of his perks, I can't just say no. So I've been a little bit busy. As you can see from this nice menu here, I have 90,500 XP out of 100,000 that is required for me to get Ender Slayer level 7, which is the level required to wield the Terminator. And so, by this logic, I only have to do a few more bosses in order to get my well-coveted Ender Slayer 7, which will get me, among other things, the Soul Flow Supercell, which is a nice talisman that is not at all worth the ridiculous 34 million coin price tag, the Etherwarp Conduit, which will be useful upgrade for my Aspect of the Void, the Ender Relic, which will be super useful for surviving. And of course, once I get level 7, I will be eligible to drop the Judgment Core, which is one of everyone's favorite rare drops, which can be used to craft the Terminator I have mentioned earlier. So this is very exciting news because I can craft this powerful weapon now. However, of course, I do still need to wrap up these last few bosses. So of course, I should put on my Final Destination armor, which I've put a couple of new upgrades on. Some new runes and skins that have been added recently, just to make it a little bit more drippy. But regardless, let's get on that Final Destination armor, and let's go do some Enderman Slayer to get Ender Slayer level 7. Alright, and here we are in the Void Sepulture, where we can do our Ender Slayer grinding. And yeah, it's pretty good to be back. I haven't made an Ender Slayer video in a very long time because my times are so ridiculously long that it's never really been worth it to me to do Ender Slayer. But you know what, at this point with Aatrox being there, it's pretty good. And after having done Blaze Slayer and Vampire Slayer for so many years, not even Maniac, it's a lot easier now, even if it may take a ridiculously long period of time. Once I get an Ender Dragon pet and the Ender Relic, I think it'll be a lot faster. And of course, the Terminator will help with hit phase, so that's definitely something I should consider investing in. So please don't spawn my boss. Okay. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it, and yeah, this will probably take a ridiculously long period of time, especially when I'm starting out a fight like this. Obviously, there's not that many good drops I can get from Pathfinder while not being Ender Slayer 7 because there aren't that many amazing drops. Alright, and first boss down in a very modest 162 seconds. I know they call me the speedrunner. I've refined my technique through years of advanced study and research. So yeah, that's pretty exciting about the Ender Slayer 7, but some other cool things have been going on too. For starters, it is officially December. It is the funny holiday month where everyone is super happy and excited due to the joys of Christmas and Hanukkah and all the other great holidays that go on in December. And in Skyblock, there is no exception, because in Skyblock, Jerry Island is opening for the entire month of December, meaning that all the amazing fishing sea creatures that exist are out to be fished forever. So I can kill even more Yetis and get nothing out of it, because I've literally killed 27 of these things and have gotten multiple hilts of true ice, and I have gotten no Yeti pets. So you know, that's fantastic. My RNG is going crazy, and, you know, just saving it for the judgment point, you know, saving it for the judgment point. Alright, 2,000 XP remains. We only have a couple of bosses left, and then we are Enderman Slayer 7. This is super exciting news. You know, I always said I needed an Ender Dragon pet before I do Ender Slayer, but really what I needed is to do a harder Slayer, because now this Slayer feels so easy in comparison. I vividly remember a video where I said the tier 4 Void Gloom was harder than the tier 3 Inferno Demon Lord, but after having done Inferno Demon Lords and now doing Void Glooms again now, I can confirm that I was completely lying. Void Glooms are much, much easier than Inferno Demon Lords. I mean, I don't even know how I could have said that, because I haven't even killed a tier 4 Inferno Demon Lord yet, and I've killed many a tier 4 Void Gloom Seraph, and we're going to have killed many more tier 4 Void Gloom Seraphs as time progresses, because we only have to do like 4 more of these guys, and then we are Ender Slayer 7. So this is it. This is the moment.
A few moments later.
I stop recording for 6 seconds and I get the exceedingly rare Ender Artifact Upgrader. Like literally, I kid you not, I literally wasn't recording, but I literally just got that. So, yeah, I was gonna buy that for the Ender Artifact, but like I have this now. I don't even think I was supposed to be able to get this until the next year, but yeah, I stopped recording for literally 4 seconds because I had 2 bosses left. And now I just suddenly have this. So yeah, let's go. Exceedingly rare Ender Artifact Upgrade. I cannot believe that. That is ridiculous that I got that. That is such a low, that is a 0.03%. Dude, the Judgment Core is double that. Are you kidding me right now? I'm actually never ever gonna drop anything ever again from an Enderman Slayer. And that is such garbage levels of RNG right there. But yeah, let's go. Let's kill this Maniac, kill this Seraph, and then we are Ender Slayer level 7. So without further ado, let me spawn this boss. We only have 125 XP left. I think actually one tier 3 will get us exactly Ender Slayer 7. So I'm going to cancel this. And then I'm gonna do it. We have precisely on the dot 1 tier 3 Void Gloom Seraph, and we will get Ender Slayer level 7. I had to do so many tier 3s back in the day in order to do Ender Slayer, and now it's I guess kind of fitting that I get Ender Slayer 7, although to be fair, Ender Slayer 7 is but a drop in the bucket compared to Ender Slayer 9, which is going to be the next big thing. Actually, I guess Ender Slayer 8 will be, but you know, either way, let me just absolutely murder this devotee here, and yeah, let's do it. Let's get this tier 3 spawned in, and then we will be Ender Slayer level 7. I'm going to absolutely destroy this thing's entire life. Ah, my RNG is ridiculous. Alright, well, this guy's going to not exist anymore in a couple of seconds. We got this, and bada boom. Ender Slayer level 7. We got the Soul Flow Supercell, Aether Warp Conduit, Ender Relic, and of course, the Terminator. Let's click to claim rewards. Bada boom. We got it. And of course, we are now Skyblock level 200. You got the helmet emblem, 5 health and 1 strength, but most importantly, our name is now blue, and ugh, that looks ridiculously ugly. I'm gonna need to get MVP plus to clear that. This is awesome news. We have successfully done it. This has been a big goal, and now we finally have it. And Ender Slayer 8 is, wow, that is so ridiculously useless. Tall purple hater, wow. That's rude. But at least we have it now. At least we can make every single one of these things. And to start, we're going to use my ridiculously, stupidly high RNG with my Ender artifact here. And we're going to make the Ender... is this an anvil? And make... no, I think it is great. How does this work? Oh, it needs more stuff. Okay. And bada bing, bada boom, we get the Ender Relic, getting me an extra 5% damage reduction from Enderman. So now we've successfully obtained Ender Slayer level 7. There are a couple of things other than that I can do. First, we can finally set our RNG meter because we have so many new things unlocked. For starters, Oh my god, I cannot believe I got this thing. I'm actually so upset. But yeah, we can also get one of these. I think we already could get that though. We get the Etherwarp Merger. I should buy one of those. The Judgment Core, which is of course, you know, what I'm going to be setting my RNG meter to. Oh, we have 9%. All the work I've done up until now is only 9% of the Judgment Core. This is exciting news. The Enchant Rune, which is actually a pretty cool looking rune, but I have the Primal already. And Ender Slayer 7. But now we can finally do Tier 4 Void Gloom Seraphs with the Ender Relic. I would like to do one, and let's see if the Ender Relic is really all it's cracked up to be. I mean, I got that Ender Artifact upgraded for free, so, you know. Suppose I might as well put some use to it. 5% less damage from Enderman. Let's see what it can do. I don't think it's going to be very much, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it's like kind of doing something. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like doing a little bit, but I mean, it is only 5% at the same time. All right, Judgment Core, first Ender Slayer 7. 3, 2, 1. Okay, well, I could have hoped, you know, I could have hoped. All right, well, for our first Ender Slayer 7 boss, that was, yeah, notably easier with the Ender Relic, as well as the Ender Artifact. Do not regret purchasing that thing. Fortunately, we did not get a Judgment Core first attempt. Considering the RNG I've had this video already, I wouldn't have been surprised, though. But yeah, I suppose that's it. That's GG's for the Ender Slayer 7 grind, at least. Now it's time for the Terminator grind, which is going to be even longer. So if you did enjoy this video of me getting Ender Slayer 7 and the exceedingly rare Ender Artifact Upgrader, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I shall see you guys in the next video, where we will start the quest to get the Judgment Core. Goodbye.